So y'all can still hear me. Y'all can
Yeah.
still hear me.
So you guys, you could blame it on me. We got to figure out what buttons to push and, do things like that. So forgive me.
Al-
It's been a while.
Always go with the left button.
To the
You
left,
know
to
how
the
when you
left.
you know how when you take a test and they tell you, every other answer is C.
Yes.
Yeah,
Approach it like
same
that.
thing.
Okay.
Screen's blank though.
Yeah. All right.
Don't do that, by the way.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Harrican BX here. Welcome back to a impromptu episode of Do You Even Transform, Bro? This is gonna be the SDCC 2023 edition, covering some of the Robit news that we didn't get to last night in our supersized episode of ETR. If we would have covered all this stuff last night, I think we would have probably went past midnight the way we all banter and talk shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? So here we are, bringing you a impromptu episode. Do you even transform, bro? And appropriately so, because it's all about the robots tonight. Want to give a quick shout out to the Brinkalizer for doing his work and gathering all our slides and stuff like that we're going to show off a little bit later on. And so a huge shout out to him. I'll shout him out again once we get to that. And what's up to the chat squad, everybody watching. And let's say hello to our panel tonight. So first up, Derek B. What up?
What's up, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? How was your SDCC weekend? It was cool. It was great. It was fun. It was a lot to see. It was a lot to do. And if you were there, woohoo to you.
Yeah, dude. It was a lot of stuff being posted coming out of the weekend and stuff. Like I couldn't even keep up with it all. I was kind of like lounging. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait until like kind of all this stuff is out. But it was kind of cool getting little tidbits in the drip feed, and then finally seeing it all was like, oof, my god, amazing.
I couldn't keep up. It was to your point. It was a lot going on that weekend, and yeah, it was just a lot to keep up with. So I was just like, okay, I'll get it wherever I can. And I was actually. It was hard to catch live stuff for me because I just waited till people just put up recordings of things, and then I watched it that way. So I mean, what can you do, right? It's bad enough that you're not there to see it in person. It's just you don't know how you're gonna react when you see it live. So
Yeah. I hear that.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Yes, sir.
Always good to see you. Next up, the Rusty Mechanic. What up, bro?
Hey everybody, I'm the Rusty Mechanic. I did not get a chance to check out anything to do with SDCC, so I'm here with the surprise reactions, if you will. Work has just been way too insane, and like same with you, Derek. I mean, I was trying to like look at stuff, and I just kept getting distracted with work. I don't even know anything that came out of SDCC this weekend. So I'm looking forward to this chat because at least it lets me catch up. I literally took everything that I was working on this evening and I threw it in a garbage can just so I could be here with you, the chat squad.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Let's get
he
it.
did say that.
I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with all of that. Here.
That's right. Rusty was not going to be joining us tonight, but he's making the time, and we appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Appreciate it.
Always
All right.
a pleasure.
And next up, it's been a minute for me. I haven't spoke to this dude in a while. Coming from the Stasis Slack, the Beast Wars podcast, Daltonians 95. What's up?
Not too much. I'm in a new place. I've recently moved past couple months, so kind of been quiet. I mean, aside from my normal, shyness and everything. So, keeping up with all the SDCC stuff has been a bit of a pain in the ass. I mean, I'm mostly a Transformers guy, so, and I was also at work, So I had to like sneak looking at my phone while at the register, just like, okay, what's being asked? And then I just all of a sudden just yes. So yeah, I was it was wild.
Yeah. Well, good to see you. Looks like you're settled in a bit and stuff like that. I love the display behind you. Lots of chugs, which puts a smile on my face.
As opposed to my collection currently sitting down here in the box.
You got that Covenant of Primus there. That's
very sad. I do. Oh, you recognize that, man?
Yep.
That is okay. You and I are best friends now because nobody knows what the hell that
Hey,
thing
if
is.
you stand
See, I
there,
envy you now. So we're kind of back to arch nemesis now.
Nice.
so D'Artagnan, if you just stay right there, go to your left a little bit.
There you go.
You
Yeah,
stay
he's
right
got the-
there for the rest of the show. Your spidey sense is tingling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the halo.
The
I'm starting to feel like that
halo.
guy, the news reporter in Willy Wonka.
Yep. Well, thank you for joining us, dude. It's been a minute. It's good to see you. Glad you're well and safe. Like I said, we're going to be covering some San Diego Comic-Con International, but I think, Rusty, I'm going to disappoint you. We're not covering like the whole thing. It's just like the Transformers like related stuff, which is basically mainly mainline, no third party really. So we're going to be disappointing you tonight, but still interested to see your reactions and stuff like that.
How was your week, man?
Yeah.
Oh, my week was good, man. I had a good show weekend. Work, like with the rest of you guys, busy. I've been working late. Worked a couple extra hours today. Going to be doing, that the rest of the week. Can't complain though, man. Healthy. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Life is relatively okay. It's good. And I'm doing well. So, always happy to be here with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's in the chat, we'll be shouting you out tonight. Thank you for hanging with us. And again, sorry we weren't able to kind of get to this last night. But it was a marathon already. You know what I'm saying? And we weren't even really going off the rails. It was just basically the coverage. So definitely check out last night's ETR. If you want to see more of the action figure stuff from all the different companies. Jeremy did a lot of great work kind of covering that last night with photos, and he trimmed a lot. And from what I understand, even Brian trimmed a lot from his reel here, but we still have a lot of photos to kind of look at and go over. So just, interested to discuss it with you all. I love always talking robots, as we say. And I'm a mainline guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, because of me and my space issues here in my little shoebox apartment, I've had to sort of downsize my collection. So really what I really collect is just pretty much mainline stuff nowadays. The occasional third party piece, an occasional, curiosity, masterpiece, kind of piece or whatever, but that's few and far in between for me nowadays. So, so a lot of this stuff that was revealed, pretty exciting for me. Like I'm all in on a lot of this stuff. And even though I know it's not as good as the more expensive things, for the price I'm kind of paying for this stuff, it's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the kind of guy that just likes to fuck with shit real quick and then, toss it to the side. So
it's all about the value that you see it as.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Just like we see the value in other things that we get. It's just like that. If it's good enough for you, that should be good enough. Period.
Yeah.
I feel slightly attacked though, but that's okay. We can talk about that.
All right. Before we get to the coverage and stuff, I believe big shout out to Dust Mites. He's usually here with us on these Do You Even Transform Bros. He's just hard at work like the rest of us. Wasn't able to make it tonight. So just look forward to a future episode. Dust Mites will be returning very, very soon. And I believe we're gonna have Eric B joining us tonight just a little bit later on in the show. So look forward to him. And that'll be our full crew for tonight. So before we get to the cuff,
before you get here,
snack up before you gets on you.
How dry is that cracker, Derek? You were barely able to.
Well, it's a wheat cracker, and it's cheese and crackers. I'm really doing right now.
Shout out to you
again,
man, for looking after yourself, and that's kudos to you again, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. Before we get to the main event, like Derek, we'll go around. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody have any recent Robit-related purchases that you kind of want to show off real quick?
You got something, Derek? Did you get?
I know
anything
Derek got
recently?
something. He put something. I saw a
I'll give
photo of something earlier.
Here's a preview.
I did.
Here's a preview.
I got that, and I got that on display already.
Bam.
I don't know if
He already got his eject
Yep.
on there.
Wow.
Oh, rewind. It's rewind.
Oh yeah, it's rewind. What?
Rewind, eject, and ram horn. So I got all
Right.
of them.
Nice.
Yeah. But I did get something else too. And Brian, forget you. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Is this where we do we?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's bringing in the he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for us.
Trying to get.
filler music of some type.
I'm sorry. Because I was rushing, trying to get down here, and I was like, oh. I ran down here with a plate full of cheese and crackers and a bottle of water, and I forgot to bring this out.
Very
I know what
nice.
this is.
Oh yes.
New Age or
Nice. Yeah.
Just came in today.
Roller.
Just got it in today, straight out of Show Z.
The name
Got
is
the
hilarious. Eject is
transforming roller, silver edition. I have not taken this out the box yet.
You doing it now? Are we doing a out the box?
Right.
That's
That's a different
y'all
show.
want to see it, or
That's a different show. Well, no, the roller, that's cool. Like that's cool. I thought you had opened it already. When you showed the picture of that, I was like, oh man, it reminded me because I was gonna pre-order the guy, but then I didn't want to do that and then be on vacation when he came in, like just in case. So I was like, I gotta wait or whatever. Like I'll wait till he's like in stock. And then boom, I'm like, oh, seeing that, it just reminded me because, like I said, again, I don't really collect masterpiece scale, and I know what that is. That's masterpiece scale, but it was interesting enough for me, and the price was very good for me to want to kind of check that out.
Yeah, that's why I jumped on it. I was just like 35. Yeah, I'm gonna get this.
$35 from shout out to Show Z, baby, Show Z. You know what I'm saying?
Coin bank money. I'm gonna go ahead and turn in some coins.
Nice.
And go ahead and get this.
Yeah, and he's got a couple of different colors coming out too. Like I know he's out like in silver. Or he's got the blue and red version coming. Yeah.
Are they doing an IDW one too? That's got the like green and gray.
I want to say yes. I feel like I've seen a picture, but I can't. I might be lying to you. I don't know. Like I want to say I saw either a mock-up or a picture or something like that. So they might be. Yeah.
The last time I seen a transforming roller that was what was it, the TFC one that became like a weird jetpack for Prime? Like 15 years ago.
Wow. Nice.
Man,
hold that up, Derek. Let's see. I saw you showed it.
Yeah, I was just taking
just show it in the clamshell. Yeah, that's nice, man. That's
comes
nice.
With 2 guns.
Yeah.
Comes with 2 guns. And just, like I said, this is the silver edition. Everything's falling out of the package. And
that looks good.
I am not going to transform this on here because I know we got a lot to go over. But just wanted to get a feel of it.
Yeah. And look, it's kind of chug scale. I could use that for something else too. Like I could just use it as another like chug figure.
Yeah.
You say that, I could see them doing like a gold version with a Megatron-esque head as a Emerald Zeron from the comics.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 different style versions of guns here. One gun is your standard, your standard handgun, like that, and the other has got a barrel clip.
Nice.
So he's an enforcer type. Yeah,
I hadn't
that's
seen
actually pretty dope.
I hadn't seen the pictures of that, the blue and red version. That's actually pretty good looking. Wow.
Yeah, it looks pretty decent overall. Like I always thought besides the IDW version is what like I'm kind of more familiar with. But something like that I thought is interesting, like a version of roller that transforms into like a robot. Like that's kind of cool, I think the design of it was pretty cool. Looks good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's actually, I'm gonna put an Autobot logo on that chest and really do it the way it's supposed to do. And but yeah, it actually feels great.
Nice.
Feels like a chug. It actually feels heavier than a standard chug figure. And yeah, oh shoot. Just got ab crunch. Oh, yo. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All about the posability, baby. It always puts a
Yeah.
smile on my face.
Yes. Yeah. Really. I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much.
That's it. All right, cool. Rusty, you get anything recent? Get anything
Yeah,
nice?
I got a copy of Eject myself there from the TF Con. Speaking
And
of
by the
ad
way,
crunch-
I'm sorry, Rusty.
Yeah.
I already thank you, but I'm thanking you again. Thank
Oh
you
man,
for looking
yeah,
out.
don't worry about it.
You know, and that, I got mine because of that guy right down there.
Nice.
Us Canadians have to be nice, or they take our Canada card away from us and they send us to the States to live with you guys. So,
And yes, sir.
yeah, you know what? This thing is like solid again, right? And you talk about ab crunch. Like I was surprised that there was an ab crunch and a waist swivel on this thing. I mean, even the size of it. But anyway, so I picked that guy up last weekend, and then shows that he finally got this to me. Actually, this was a weird story. So this showed up 2 weeks ago, and I kind of forgot about it, to be honest, because I was working and doing other stuff, and then it showed up again.
Oh,
They
Got
sent
two.
me two. They sent me two, and I went and logged in. I'm like, there's only one order that I placed, and I've only got one order number. But for some reason, they ended up sending me two in two
Did you-
separate shipments.
did you look at your quantity? Like, was it just
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
No, this is one, and they ended up sending
Charge
me two.
once.
So I'm like
This is from who?
Sometimes that happens, you know. Like I
Show
think
Z.
It was
Show
from
Z.
Shout out
Show
to
Z?
Show Z for the double order ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
Show Z.
yeah.
I'm gonna get one right now. Yeah.
you might get lucky. You might get lucky. I feel like that's happened. You know what? Like I think it happened with Hobby Link Japan. That I ordered a figure and they sent me like a masterpiece, like something I didn't even order, like the Art Fire or whatever. And it was like, and I forgot what it was that I originally ordered, but it definitely wasn't that. And I was just like, and wasn't charged for it. Well, you know, and I think I still got the original item that I ordered. So I was like, holy shit. Well, I'm not gonna send this back to Japan.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
So-
anyway, if anybody wants a New Age hound, I have an extra one.
Hey, there you go.
That's it. That's all. I think that's all I got. I'm just looking around. No, that's it.
Look,
That's
hold
all I
on
got
to it for
recently.
like 2 or 3 weeks though, because you never know when
Yeah,
they'll be
just
like,
in case. No, I know. I
Yeah.
know. I'm holding on to it just in case. I might even, like the honest guy that I am, I might actually poke them and go, "Hey, did you guys know that you sent me this extra one? What do you want me to do with it?" And they'll probably tell me something stupid like, "Just hold on to it. That was our mistake." But
Yeah.
anyway, it is. I have two, so I don't know.
Cool.
One for alt mode, one for robot mode.
There you go.
That's
there
it.
you go.
Yeah.
That's gonna become an addiction. Watch it, and that's gonna have to be a whole display.
It's too late. I've got a whole thing of Legends scale guys over there that again, I got to get my display case set up. I'm being lazy about it.
I miss
Yeah.
the days when actual the Legends figures were actually a lot cheaper than they are right now.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like double
I
the
know,
price.
but it's the same. But it's the same. It's the same with all of them, right? And we talk about right, like Jose's talked about the price of chugs, right? We've talked about the price of third parties, right? I mean, it's all going up, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you can't buy a dozen eggs for under $5 anymore. So what are you gonna do? You know, what I mean, hooray for inflation.
Yeah. Yep. And you got it worse over there. Everything's more expensive, at least from what I see. Like
Well,
here,
it's
Canadian dollars.
Well,
That's
everything's
exchange
on
Oh,
rate.
right,
fire.
yeah, that exchange.
Everything's on fire, right? So there's that
Yeah.
too. So.
Right. Even your money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
No, the exchange rate doesn't help either, but it's getting better. Like our exchange rate is sort of leveling out there, but for a while, like, and I talk to Eric all the time in Madhouse and Boris right at A3U, and they curse the exchange rate right when it goes crazy because everything just gets so much more expensive for them being on this side of the border than for the U.S. right, and sometimes it cripples them. You know, they have to take a loss sometimes just to be able to fill orders and stuff, right, and retain customers and stuff like that, right? So, anyway,
That sucks.
try to support local if you can, guys, but understandably so. If you know stuff just gets too expensive on one side of the border or the other, it happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for sharing. Dalton, what about you? Anything recent? You got any robots?
I've got quite a few actually. The first things I got recently, probably the toy of the year for me, is the Commander Class Armada Prime.
Look at that.
Nice.
I haven't even got that yet. I'm still waiting on that one. Nice.
there are a few little nitpicks I have with it, but overall, I absolutely love this thing. So,
Wait, is
Dude, the legs move. You could pose
that
the
the
legs
that's
now and stuff. Yeah.
oh, that's,
that the Hasbro version or no? That's not the Fans Hobby version.
no, this is Hasbro.
Yeah, that's the Hasbro version.
Dude, the Hasbro, you know what I'm saying? It's looking, their stuff is looking pretty good, man. That's why, like I said, I'm kind of content with their stuff because, like, it's almost like it's okay. I'm not saying it's masterpiece or whatever. I was joking with some of the guys in another chat, like Chug is the new MP. I just sort of meant that in the way like some of these figures are looking. They look very MP-esque, even if they're not like MP quality. And shit, and like and like the way Dalton got his stuff on the shelf, you see stuff like there, just like that on the shelf. To me, that shit is good enough. Good enough, and to me, perfect size too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a size where you could kind of like line them up in a bookshelf or any kind of shelving, and you could kind of stack a lot of those characters. You know what I'm saying? Like group shots, all that stuff. So, nice. Anything else?
Yeah. You have.
Stop showing off your Unicron.
Look at that beast, the beast behind him.
Thanks to good friend Agabus.
Nice.
Metal Rat and their Transmetal 2 Cheetor.
Yeah, the Transart. That's from Transart, right?
Yes, sir.
Man,
I
love this. I love what they're doing with the Transmetal Beast Wars characters.
Now, I have Black Arachnia on the shelf, but she is terrifying to handle.
Is that right? Oh,
leg snapping and everything. Thankfully, that didn't happen, but one of the ball joint sockets did crack.
Oh, God.
Trying to fiddle around with her as little as possible. But
yeah.
I'm just amazed how well Cheetor turned out with 0 diecast.
Yeah, he's gorgeous, man.
He looks amazing. Like I've been tempted by those, you know, like I mean, just really good looking pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like that Cheetor, looks amazing. Looks amazing.
And then most recent acquisition is the G2 Legacy Top.
Wow. Is Pulse shipping all so you got to be a Pulse premium member and you get all this shit early, I guess. Right? Is that what it is?
I got this off of Walmart.com. Like,
oh wow.
Well, I ordered it like 2 weeks before Pulse was supposed to ship it out, and I just got the notification yesterday about Cloud Cover and Jazz. I missed out on Sideswipe and Dead End, so if anyone out there, you know, may not pick them up, but happens to come across them, please let me know.
So that stuff is already dropping, like those crazy colored ones and stuff like that. Those repaints.
A few days ago, but Sideswipe and Dead End sold out like that because they're one per case.
Oof. Yeah, that was like the Cosmos and that other line that they did from Walmart. Yep. So yeah, it's you know what, like I remember that even back in the day when I worked in the hobby shop, you know, the one per case, and that was the figure we always marked up and and I get it, like I guess for collectability, but it sucks for like that person that just really wants it and like really can't deal with all the bullshit that goes into like the toy hunting, you know, like those are the ones I feel bad for. Like, you know, I was seeing a lot with the G.I. Joe people, like what these pre-orders is fucking selling out immediately, you know, like
Cooper Island Target exclusives and everything like that. Yeah,
it kind of sucks, you know, when you're trying to get your hands on a figure and you can't, you know, and maybe down the line you can, but it always gives you, like when you're a collector, it always gives you that anxiety, right? Like, shit, am I gonna get this? I want this. Am I gonna get this? Like, you know, like
the FOMO, yeah, it really sets in.
Sucks, fucking sucks, you know. You know, it is what it is, you know. So, nice. Did you get anything else? That was it. That's cool though. Like that's cool. It's nice. It's nice to see. Nice to see some of the newer stuff dropping like that. And you know, and again with all the reveals, it's like, man, like I look at my pre-order because I usually pre-order from Amazon, so I just look at that list and I'm like, okay, oh, now I got all this stuff. Oh, now it's another 3-month wait to the next batch comes out. You know. So I actually did get a couple of pieces today as well, so I'm not gonna delve too deep in it because this will be my haul for next week's ETR, but finally got the Studio Series Snarl finally dropped.
You know, I'm gonna get him. I had to cancel mine due to some financial shit going on.
That, and then from Legacy Evolution, the Armada Megatron.
He's damn good.
Got that. Yeah. So I've been seeing pictures of this guy, and it's like he looks cool, looks posable, like, you know what I'm saying. And again, Armada, and I played the video game back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually started playing it again recently on my phone. I can't wait to show that to Brian at BotCon. I'm gonna play until I get to that fucking tidal wave level, and I'm gonna save it there so he could play it and bring back those memories and stuff like that. But cool. I'm really looking forward to checking this one out.
I can't wait for the Galvatron repaint. I mean, there's listings, plus it was inevitable anyways.
You know that's coming. You know what I'm saying? You know they're gonna get another use out of that mold. They never just release it once. So, but that was cool. Those were for me. I worked late, but I came home to those, and I was like, so I put a smile on my face. So can't wait to check those out. And look who we got sliding up here in the cut.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Eric B, what up, bro?
B bro.
Oh, you muted. You muted.
You muted.
There we go. That happens every time I move the screen a little bit. I have a laptop that separates, so every now and then it can lose the connection. But I'm here. What's up, good people? Everybody doing all right?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good,
Yeah.
man. Good. Just getting home from the gym. Trying to slide in here.
Yeah, Rusty was saying, so you're gonna be looking extra buff since you just came out of the gym, right?
Hey, it was leg day, so your wife you safe with your wife, so you good.
I don't know. Those shoulders are still looking pretty broad to me, so I don't know.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Nice, man. Nice. How you doing, bro? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. I've been listening in the background, so I see where everybody's at. Don't let me stop the flow. Y'all continue on, man.
Oh, no, I mean, you came in at the perfect time. Like we're still wrapping up the intros. We were doing a quick, just like if you got anything robot related, like recently and stuff. Did you get anything robot related? You want to show off real quick?
Robot related? Nah, it's been a minute. I got something coming hopefully here pretty soon, but we'll see.
All right.
Yep.
So Derek, he got that little like that MP roller and stuff. Are you in on that piece? You in on that piece?
No, that's as much as I like the look of it and the aesthetic of it, man, I'm like a G1 purist. So no offense to anybody who collects outside of that.
It's roller, bro.
I do have this out of it, but roller never transformed in a cartoon. Man, so, I'm good.
But he still looks like the little thing and stuff. You can still use it for that.
Yeah, it's all good. I got one that doesn't transform for less than what he paid, so it's good.
And it's with the fair.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm gonna stick with what I got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That free 99 sounds well, I'm sure it was incorporated to the price, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna use that money towards some bots that need to still fill some holes, so to speak. Yeah,
Nice.
That's it.
Well, thanks for sliding in, dude. Appreciate it and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Made it just in time. We were just, we always like to banter a little bit before we started to get into the meat and potatoes and stuff. So, once again, shout out to the Brinkalizer for curating all these photos and stuff like that. And also shout out to the websites and all the people that did the hard work on the ground at the convention, taking these photos, Toy Arc, TFW 2005, and any other websites that have been posting this stuff. The Chalkers on Facebook is always a great resource for this stuff. So shout out to all you guys. We really love and appreciate ya. And let's get into this. Screen share. Gotta figure out how to do this, man. Sometimes I feel like, I'll be forgetting.
Jose, you got it. Okay, cool.
I got
take
it.
long at all. I ain't taking like riding a bike, you know what I mean?
All right. So once again,
Mike. How do I sound now, guys?
Oh, you good. You good,
good.
baby. You good.
Okay.
Good.
So again, San Diego Comic-Con International was this past weekend. One of the biggest cons out there. Tons of people, tons of companies, putting out, their reveals and their products and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You always have a large movie presence there, TV show actors, writers, comic artists. It's a big thing. New York Comic Con coming up in just a few months. That's kind of like the one that's sort of like right behind this one. I think this one is actually like sort of bigger in size, and New York is like right behind it at the Jacob Javits Center. So I didn't get my ticket, but I always wind up getting in there at least one day during the convention. So
We'll be there.
Not even sweating it, you know what I'm saying? So let's check out what Brinkalizer got for us. So this is the robot news that we couldn't really get to last night on our supersized episode of Into the Realm. We would have gone past midnight the way we banter and stuff. So we're going to check it out tonight. Once again, thanks for Brian, and thanks for everybody watching and still tuning in with us on this impromptu episode. All right, first up, I guess this is the Hasbro Pulse display. You can see Mirage from the recent movie Rise of the Beast and stuff.
Yeah, that thing's still a beast
for the franchise.
Yeah. What do you think, Dalton? I know you're a Beast Wars guy. What do you think of that film?
It's definitely up there as one of my favorites. I think it's right now tied with Bumblebee as my favorite of the live action movies.
Nice. Yeah, I really enjoyed it too, man. Like that New York flavor that it had, and Anthony Ramos, and like his performance, and like that 90s vibe, the music, like it all clicked for me, man. It all clicked for me. We've discussed it before, but
Jose,
I enjoyed it.
Take out the New York vibe, right? Because I know sometimes, like being from the city here, there's times where I have like city bias, right? So let's take all that out. How does this movie sit for you still?
Still stacks up, man, because I thought, again, nothing that we haven't seen before or whatever, but like I've seen it like a few times already, like, you know what I'm saying? And the other movies, I'm always sort of like skipping parts or whatever. This one, I don't even mind watching it through. I feel like it gets to everything like pretty snappy. You get a nice opener. You know what I'm saying? Like nice little quick action packed opener. And then, a little 10, 15 minutes of, character building and getting introduced to certain people. And then I feel like it just gets into it. And then it's like, boom, boom, boom. And then it's quick. It's over. Like, it wasn't like it was like a 3-hour freaking like marathon. It was, I think, a straight up, just under 2-hour movie, maybe even a little less. So to me, it was very enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be able to watch it and enjoy it. It's up there as far as like all the live action films. Like I really enjoyed Dark of the Moon. You know what I'm saying? And the first one. So I almost still kind of maybe put those two above this one. But this is, if it's, to me, it's third at least. If those two I still enjoy more, this is like third in line, and then Bumblebee like right behind it.
Oh wow!
The rest of them were terrible. There's things about the rest of them I like, but they just.
I don't think there's much I like about the fourth or fifth movie.
yeah. It's just like the visuals are always impressive. The effects, like they look great, but just story and everything was just like dialogue, the lines. I'm like, this is all garbage. It's just garbage.
That's what I'm saying. These last two movies, the stories in them were very consistent for me. Because it was I was able to stay with it the entire time, and I didn't get distracted as I'm watching the movie. Like so Revenge of the Fallen did that for me. Dark of the Moon did that for me. Age of Extinction did that for me, and that was the joint when I was just like, I'm never going to the movies to see this crap no more. So when last night came out, I watched it on HBO. When it came on HBO, was it HBO? It was one of the
you saved money.
Might have been Stars.
I'm just watching on here. So and I was absolutely right to do that. So but when Bumblebee came, first of all, that first 5-10 minutes of the movie was got you all amped and ready to really watch the movie. And then as it carried through, I mean, it had its campiness at times, but as again the story was consistent, and that's what kept me in the entire time. Forget whoever you didn't like as an actor in it, or forget who you didn't, certain parts of it. I loved everything through it. And then when this one came out, I was even more pleased, because not only did the story make sense to me and it was consistent, but everything about it, the vibe was just totally right there. To Eric B's point, remove the city aspects of it. It was still on point for me. So.
Yeah. And overall, I think too, also like a bit more family friendly. Like, and we discussed it before. Like The vulgar jokes kind of gone. The female leads not being used as like just straight up eye
Overtly
candy.
sexualized,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And overly sexualized. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing to me that kind of makes these two like stand out. You know what I'm saying? And now we're gonna get the GI Joe connection. Sorry, spoiler if anybody hasn't seen it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to see where they go there. Like hopefully that winds up being a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. You know,
the curse of the last 3 GI Joe related projects.
you know, so, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Man, if you ain't seen the movie at this point, it's your fault. So
exactly.
So Jose, what we got here on display, buddy?
So this is recent Hasbro releases. You got the core class line up there. That's all been released already, and you got some of the upcoming stuff here. This Strong Arm, which I haven't seen out yet, but this Prowl from Animated is out. We got this was I think one of the recent reveals.
Yeah,
Medics. Don't even know who that character is.
It's a Rescue Bots character that kind of being based off the BotCon custom class iteration of him. So it's
nice.
a weird full circle realization of him.
And it's the same thing with Strong Arm, right? That came from one of them newer Bumblebee shows.
RID, yeah.
RID.
Okay.
Yeah, and they used the Elita 1 mold that they recently just put out. I don't know if I'm like completely happy with this. Like I've seen pictures and I'm like, I got the original one from Animated, and even though those are kind of like simple, those RID figures that came out a few years ago, I feel like it still looks better than that one. I mean, well, of course, more accurate to the way the character looked in the show.
Medics could be repainted or rebranded as Red Alert from what's that, Armada? It's very close.
Yeah. And they've already
Cybertron.
That's what I thought it was actually.
Yeah, they've repainted this a bunch of times already because this was the original Skids mold. They put out I think a Diaclone color for this one, and
this is the crankcase tooling with the crosscut head.
Yep. So, all right, that's pretty cool. All right, some more releases. This is nothing special, but this is, you got the
Lux and Leader class.
Yeah, some
Is that
Leader
what this
class
is? The Lux and Leader class? Okay.
All that stuff is out already. This is what Daltinians just showed us, which is not. I don't think it's widely released yet. Like Amazon has my release date in early September for this Prime, the Armada Prime. And people have been getting their hands on this Nemesis ship in recent days. Some people seem to be enjoying it. You're in on the Titan class stuff, right, Dalton?
I missed the arc, and I don't know if I'm gonna get Nemesis. She looks great, but I don't know if I'm gonna.
Yeah, I didn't pre-order. Usually I pre-order everything, but I'm like, damn, $200. I think I'm okay without that one. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a character, like a real character, like that, I think I'd be in. But it's not. Like they're just kind of doing something cool with it. So.
Yeah, I know where you can get an arc if you're looking for one. But we can talk later.
Yo, is that Tracks down there? I meant that, not Tracks. Tracks.
No, that's Shadow Striker.
Shadow Striker. So that's also, I think, from one of these recent shows, Cyberverse. I think that's I'm looking at that you could peep on YouTube. So, and then look, so this is the mold we just saw. So again, we got crosscut out of that.
Crosscut there, yeah.
Well, then there on the far right is Detritus using the buzzworthy hound.
Yeah, so we haven't even gotten really, I think, the official reveal for that hound. So they're putting this version out first, and we're gonna get like probably a studio series version of Hound.
Shrapnel's there on the left too.
Yes, look,
it is down there.
You can see Bombshell. Bombshell's right here.
Sorry, Bombshell's
right there in the middle.
And Shrapnel's there. So once the Bombshell comes out, that's gonna complete your Insecticons in the Chug scale because that'll be all 3.
Yeah.
And with Shadow Striker, that's easily going to be retooled into RID 2001 Sideburn.
Oh, see, nice.
She's got that very much RID Sideburn design to her.
All right. See, Dalton seeing the future. So that's a character I'm not familiar with. Otherwise I would have been like, oh yeah, all right.
Again, they're pulling like a double homage because there was a Shadow Striker from that mold back in, I want to say OTFCC 03. Like
So let
right
me ask y'all.
after create.
Let me ask y'all this question. As we move through these next few slides. So am I the only person that gets burnt out by these repaints and will not
No,
buy
man.
them because of it?
No,
Like, I just do.
I hate seeing the same mold. Like I appreciate Fans Toys for the fact that like they could have very easily taken Huffer and then Outback, and it could have been the exact same mold, right? But they seem
Right.
to actually
They did a tweak.
re-engineer,
They switched
right?
it up.
Tweak or whatever, right? But they do something to at
Yeah.
least keep it fresh and different, right? But seeing the same mold over and over and over again, just repainted differently with a different head sculpt, it's kind of because.
And I
like,
get
like,
that's
again,
bread
like
and
that-
butter for Chug. That makes sense because
No,
they
I get
make
it.
more money that way.
I totally get it, right? And as you said, like I'm not dissing anybody for collecting that, right? But for me, I just because again, right? Like I get that appreciation out of the transformation, right? The engineering that goes into it. Well, if I've already done it once,
Yep.
then I'm just buying the same figure for the same transformation. It holds
Yeah.
no appeal to me at all.
And I
so.
think that is more so for people who transform their stuff, right? So like
Right.
I know for me
Agreed,
and you
100%,
specifically, we transform our stuff, and that's another reason why I gravitate towards the Masterpiece game, because even if they do repaints, it's stuff that I don't need. It's not like, I mean, obviously you're gonna get 3 Seekers, you're gonna get three cone heads. That's a given, right? But at least they all on the show had their own personality. It's not a repaint for the sake of I need to put this out from a different generation or this, that, and other. Like that burns me out.
Yeah. I feel you, E, like when it's just I just call it like the lazy repaint, where it's just the same figure, same accessory, same whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if they sort of just take the same like basic mold and sort of retool it a little bit and to make it like another character, then I think that's putting a little bit more effort while still, you know, understandably trying to keep their costs like low, you know what I'm saying, to produce the piece, you know. But I appreciate the effort into trying to make it seem like a different figure, like case in point, like that recent Blur that we got that they retooled into DevCon, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the same basic thing, but those are almost seem like two completely different figures. Yep.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
So here we go. We got HasLab.
Okay,
Yeah. We got the HasLab Deathsaurus, this, what they're calling the Deco Master model. So this one looks like it's fully painted, almost probably what we're going to be getting in the final production. I back this, you know what I'm saying? Can't wait to get it, you know what I'm saying? That's that HasLab Star Saber is pretty awesome, you know what I'm saying? And seeing it here, sort of like, fully right there in front of you, like that looks really, really good.
Couple more months today.
You know, so we'll see more of that as we go. Look at this Ultra Magnus.
Now this is the one I wanted to comment on. That's the first Chug figure that I saw that I went, I might actually buy that.
Dude, like look at this. So if you're familiar with the Masterpiece version that Hasbro put out years ago, like this looks like just
That's
a Chug downscaled version of it, right?
It's not far off, man. Like honestly, yeah.
Look at that. The fucking feet look the same. The lower legs look the same. Like it looks the same to me almost. You know what I'm saying? Just chuggish.
Yeah.
They chugified it. You know, like
yeah, I agree. It does look good. Like if I didn't have a Masterpiece collection, this would be the perfect Ultra Magnus for me. But I have 2 of the Takaras. So I'm good. But I do think that this is a great looking figure, especially not even just because it's Chug. Overall, it fits. It's almost like it just jumped off the screen. It's well done.
Yeah.
Teeny tiny matrix.
Part is dumb.
No, so you know what it is, because I think they're keeping the Matrix, right, like in the same scale as like the other ones that we got with the Prime and the Rodimus and stuff like that. So just this Magnus is a bigger figure, so it just looks like a little teeny tiny thing in his hand.
That's whack.
No.
Give me a bigger Matrix for that
bigger
cat,
Matrix.
man. Stop
I mean,
playing.
Even in the movie,
Matrix.
Seriously.
he had a full grasp of it. He didn't
Yeah,
have the
that's a
finger
miss.
holes in it. He was just in the joint, but them doing the fingers and everything, that's lazy, man. They should have made that.
See, dude,
'Cause his
this
chest
is one of my
his old chest is
issues.
even bigger.
Well, and then
This
what's cool is the chest is on a spring, so once you lift up that centerpiece, the other 2 doors just pop open.
Oh, nice.
I mean, so dude,
Yo,
like this
what
is
the
one
hell
of my
happened to
issues
his
with
leg?
Hasbro and Takara. Come on, man. Like you sometimes get all the way to the finish line and you just fumble. Like your tire blows out, you spin out and can't cross the finish line. That's a miss. I don't care if it's an accessory or not. Everybody knows that movie. If you're a fan of this franchise, from back in the 80s, a Matrix only cost you another 20 cents than a large, man. Stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But again, like I get it, because they're trying to keep the same scale and everything. So if they made the Matrix a little bigger, I guess it would throw off like the scale. This is supposed to fit in with everything else that they put out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but I get that too. But Magnus, not Magnus, Hot Rod already has his.
Mm.
Yeah,
Rodimus already has his.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna be using like swapping that one matrix between all of them. They each come with a matrix. They all have their own matrix, so it's true. So in a way, yeah, I get you. I get you on that. But pretty good. I mean, this is obviously Commander class. I don't really see much hollowness there. You see the back of the legs filled in. The back doesn't even look too kibbly. You know what I'm saying? So that's not bad at all. Alt mode decided now this is official because what we got in Siege, what we got in Kingdom, even though those Ultra Magnus figures not too bad, I guess, but it wasn't this. It wasn't this.
Right.
Like this freaking looks great.
I think it would have been brilliant for them to make the Matrix big, and then so it can peep when they make their Rodimus, they can they can swap out with each other to make them interchangeable. That kind of forces you to also get that Rodimus too. So that would have been a brilliant move. But I
understand what's one they do.
Either.
Studio series.
Jay in the chat said keep the matrix in scale. See, you got to keep it consistent. If Magnus had a bigger matrix,
he means Jay, can you elaborate? I'm pretty sure he means scale with the figure. I'm pretty sure it means scale with the figure. Sorry, dog, you got stepped on. Go ahead and say what you were gonna say.
I was just saying, like, I agree with you. They should have made it bigger, especially if they're going to be doing a Studio Series Prime and possibility of a Studio Series Rodimus. Because I doubt that the Rodimus we have is going to be the last one we ever see.
Yeah. They haven't released those two characters in Studio Series 86 yet. Like, I'm sure they're going to come. Like, they're going to come for sure.
They got about 8 more to go.
So, at least the Optimus. No Studio Series 86 Optimus.
Oh, that's 22.
If I want to display Ultra Magnus on my show with the Matrix, I'm not displaying them like this.
That's wild.
That's beautiful package art right there.
My fingers are too weak to get it open.
You open.
Yo, this thing is fucking great, bro. For fucking again for Chug.
The box art is amazing.
For Chug, like it's like. We got that big leader class Ultra Magnus a few years ago, which was like more IEW. Like this is hitting me in the feels.
Just for Chug, out of it, man. This looks like an awesome figure. Like it's very less waffles. Like the paint is spot on. Yeah, you're gonna have some panels because of the way it transforms. It's the all-in-one. It's not a separation of the cab versus like power armor. It's none of that. Like you're gonna have that stuff. Cool. It even has a butt flap. I'm with Dust. That is live. But I mean, it looks good, man.
I didn't even. I missed that.
No, it's got.
Yeah,
it's just blue,
but it's there.
Yeah, that looks cool. And of course, compatible with the deluxe class figures. You could vroom on the ramp and stuff like that. So.
Yeah,
pretty cool stuff, man. And who didn't see this coming? Getting a box set of the Stunnicons.
The entire box set, man.
Look at that. Get it all in one shot.
Deco different. Like they look like they're like some of these have like a toy deco to them.
Yeah,
like,
extra
deco.
Yeah. And that's good. Something to differentiate from the regular retail releases, right. And of course the box set, so you got that collectability factor. I think that looks dope. And again, the box art, which, whoever's been doing, has it been Marcelo that's been doing the box arts, like, or some of these other guys? Like, it's just been amazing.
I think so, yeah.
It's been amazing.
I think so.
Marcelo Matier, I think his name is. Like, these guys are on social media. You can follow them. They post a lot of great photos. Yeah. There's the back of it. You can see all of those guys in their product shots there. Really great set, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, again, for Chug, definitely a step up from what we were getting with Combiner Wars and Power to Primes a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, here we go with the repaints of the...
Why?
That's the Studio Series Grimlock.
Yeah,
that's G2. That's not G2. That's what?
That's G2.
That's G2.
The unreleased deck.
G2. No, G2 Grimlock was green.
He was blue, wasn't he? Wasn't he blue?
He was blue. But I think this was another prototype. This was what I think it was originally supposed to be.
Yeah. the subline is basically the canceled G2.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like with jazz, you're expecting the white Porsche with the music notes. No, you're getting the flaming hot Cheetos.
Okay. Oh yeah, because that's true. Like there was a lot of because G2, again back in the day, near and dear to a lot of our hearts, but not super successful. So a lot of the planned product did get canceled. Some of it released like in Europe only, European markets and stuff like that. So I don't know, for anybody that loves this stuff, kind of cool that they're getting it. Like it's not for me, like all these crazy like repaints, but this was a staple like of the 90s, all that those crazy colors and all that shit.
Jose, can you bring up Happy's comment? That's pretty good.
Let me see. So, someone typically pick last for any sports ball team. I relate to repaints, and they often become my favorite version of the ball. Nice. That's what I'm saying, and to me, I was one of those guys that like kind of hated the repaints, but I've gotten like a few, and like I said, if they're retooled a little bit, even some of the straight up like repaints can look good. Like, you know what I'm saying, like the Nemesis version of some of these molds that we get, like things like that are cool.
Yeah. Hey, Jose, real quick before you move on, I think Dust was trying to get your attention. He said your mic is kind of hot. You turn it down just a little bit.
Yeah. I got you guys. I got you. All right. I'll step back a little bit. All right. So there's some more of them. The Toxitron there. Some of the more G2 stuff. Like, again, happy for anybody that collects it. And I feel like looking at some of it, it does bring back some feels. Like I remember like some of these G2 Transformers were some of the Transformers that I bought for the first time, like with my own money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I went into the store and purchased them because I was just like a little bit older. I was too young for that G1 stuff. A lot of that G1 stuff was gifts that I was getting like for Christmas and birthdays, and like. So it speaks to me a little bit. but I was
Jets. The jet line that they had under the G2 moniker, all the little jets, they were super dirt cheap. They were like, the cyber jets, they were like $2 or $3, $4.
I'd love to see Hasbro do a subline of those.
See, kind of cool with the Tigers.
The Predators.
Hey, look at this. Oh, this is, I think, toe line, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it's supposed to be a character from like one of the older shows back in the 2000s.
Yeah, the car robots are RID 2001.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I already have a version of this mold, I believe, and they're actually pretty decent. Like I said, they'll break apart Junkions that you could kind of mix and match the pieces, like we saw in the movie. Like the arm would fall off and they grab a piece and just put it back on. I get the concept, you know what I'm saying? And the kind of cool thing is that these guys do break apart, but they are also fully transformable. Like you could transform them and stuff without needing to break them apart, which I thought was a cool thing.
Nice.
All right. Next up, Shattered Glass, 2-pack, Rodimus, and Sideswipe, and the Decepticon Whisper.
This goatee mustache thing bothers the crap out of me every time I see this.
But it's appropriate. It's definitely appropriate for that Shattered
What is
Glass
going
one.
on right here?
That's it, bro. You got if you're a bad guy, you got to have the evil stash going.
The Fu
Stash at that.
Fu Manchu.
This is one line that it's funny that the recolors never bothered me with the Shattered Glass. And I can't tell you why. Like, I mean, that paint scheme for like an evil Rodimus is actually pretty cool. Like the purple flames.
Yeah, I agree.
Like all the it's just very interesting colors, and I guess it's not deviating from Eric, you mentioned it before. You're not deviating from what we remember as G1 characters, right? Like my G1 characters were this color, right? But then you go, what about an alternate universe? What would they look like there? And you go, oh, that's kind of cool. So. I guess if you have the right mindset, right, you can accept anything. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm purposely getting this.
Well, then Sideswipe's got a lot of new tooling, at least on the chest and for the head.
The side skirts.
Yeah. So it looks like the Autobot logo is sort of like elevated,
Smashed out.
You know what I'm saying? Like it looks like it's molded in. You see the scratch right there, like. This is a new accessory right here. I've never really seen this before that I could remember.
Oh, that accessory is a retool of something that came in Armada.
There was like
Yeah,
Dalton
that's
saying
Well,
no.
not a retool, but you know what I mean. It's that is in the I guess spirit of that same figure that went on
Well,
top of
and
that jet in Armada. I had it, and I know where
Yeah.
that came from. I just can't remember what it's called.
it's
Yeah.
well, if you go back, he's got the same head too. It's Armada Wheeljack.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
No.
You knew what I meant. Don't be correcto bot, Dalton.
They don't have no picture of what it looks like in robot mode, but you, of course, you can see those legs flipped up like over there. It looks like a little jet. But that's cool.
I suspect we'll get an Armada Wheeljack redeco of this.
Nice.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Very nice. All right, next up, what is this? Armada Universe Power Links Hot Shot. So this is just a repaint of the Hot Shot that they put out in Legacy Evolution. And he actually has a mini con this time. That's pretty cool.
To activate his bazooka, right?
Yep.
Bazooka and grappling hook or something. It was like something else
On
to
his
it.
back, yeah.
He's got a couple new weapons.
Yeah.
It's got a new gun there, a blast effect. That's pretty nice, pretty sweet. There he goes in alt mode.
Well, I've seen people complaining about Jolt's color scheme. He was that color in the show. Like, he didn't have the yellow Jolt.
See, some people, man, like, you know what it is? Like, nostalgia is like a thing, right? Like, you picture this thing as a certain way in your head, and then you go back and you watch it, and then you're like, holy shit, what the hell was I fucking watching?
They're wanting the yellow one because the Starlink's toy did have a yellow Jolt, but even the regular Hotshot didn't have a red Jolt. So this is kind of going down the middle with the cartoon kind of orangish color.
Oh, you should have knew this was coming next.
And more G2, man. Like, actually, like, I really kind of like the way this mode looks, and this one, as far as G2 and the colors, not bad. I actually like it.
Yeah, but why he got a grown man body with a preschooler feet? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, he's got those little mini toes and stuff like that. This is Dead End,
ballerina.
right?
That is.
Dead End and G2 colors, man. Like that is kind of like my one gripe with it, but the rest, like the way the rest of it looks, I thought it looked all right.
Yeah, that's slick. That's hard.
Look at that,
bro.
man. Yo, G2 always had like all this extra stuff, like the extra decos on the cars.
That
and stuff
looks
like
better
that.
to me than their G1 version. That's hard.
Oh yeah.
That G2 freaking Decepticon logo too, like, you know what I'm saying, very distinct. I like that they made those things different, you know. There you go.
Love the metallic blue.
Weapon storage, nice.
Yeah, that looks cool. I like the way those look on his on the top right there. Here we go with the side swipe mode again. Like, that shit just looks crazy to me.
I love the Miami Vice side swipe.
Miami
Look at
Vice,
that.
that's it. That's exactly what it is. Every time I see this is exactly where I go. I'm like, what's with the anyway, whatever.
Miami Vice.
They posed this one just like they did DEF CON.
Yeah.
You know, they did the exact same poses for this one, like he coming down the ramp to fight for the WWE title.
Yeah.
It's Chug, man. There's only so many poses you can get out of it.
That's
right.
That's that BMF. That's that Stone Cold Steve Austin BMF walk, fucking down the ramp. You know, like, and dude, like this mold, I've got like so many of this mold already, and I'm like, I just can't even picture getting fucking another. I love it. It's a good mold, but I can't even picture getting another one. I got like 6 or 7 of them with all the fucking different characters they put up.
2 more of them I'm getting this year between this and every last side swipe.
There's the watermelon Jolly Rancher
Right.
Mirage.
Look at this. That's kind of crazy, man.
I wonder
So,
if
I love
his
it.
hands open.
There were some heavy drugs going around in the late 90s.
Oh yeah, a lot of acid,
Yeah.
bro.
These motherfuckers were on acid when they were coming up with this
man.
shit.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to MMC though. When they repainted this for whatever con that was for as a con exclusive, that thing flew off the shelf.
Oh yeah, you talking about Sphinx?
Yeah.
This is
People
that
like
terrible
their exclusives,
fucking
man.
Prime RC mold. Like, I really didn't like this mold.
Is that Nightbird with Nightbird in the face?
No, well, what's funny is it's supposed to be G2 laser cycle jazz, but since there's already a jazz in the same wave, they had to call him just straight up laser cycle.
Laser cycle. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
This is
the
where I'd
mold
be
wasn't
like,
that
I'm out.
great. Yeah, it wasn't
exactly
that
where
great.
I'd be like, I'm out, man.
They're getting
They're
go by
killing me.
names now.
All right, here we go. Amazon exclusive. I believe a Sensicon Cascade and Senate Guard Autobot Javelin. This is available for pre-order now on Amazon.com. I think these drop in early October. Getting two
Where are
deluxe
these from?
class figures. So I think
Why-
these are from the IDW comic books.
I've
Some of the
never seen
lore
these.
What's
Yeah,
and
the
stuff
Judge,
like that.
the Judge Dredd lookalike on the left? That don't.
Yeah, that's based off, I think, the RC mold from the Bumblebee movie.
It's two female bots, right?
Yeah, slightly retooled, and then the one on the right is the Chromium mold, I believe, from Siege,
Oh, okay.
which was not the best in my opinion. Huge backpack and everything, but I like the way the one on the left looks. This one, pretty cool. And again, so you're seeing the difference, right? Like this is like sort of like Chug, like G1, and then you're getting like a little bit of a Bayverse sort of like look on the other side.
Yeah. Open hands.
So they come with new accessories, new weapons right there. That looks actually pretty cool. I think the alt mode looks pretty all right. We never got to see RC transform in the Bumblebee movie, but they, I guess, just took liberties and came up with an alt mode here.
Yeah, it's pretty close to how
rough.
she looked in the comic from the picture that I've seen. So
That's the
Yeah.
thrust remold from Beast Machines.
yeah,
Did y'all see it? Yeah, I'm
Yo,
talking
so
about
that kind of
yeah.
looks like
not this one, the other one,
No, but that kind of looks like the car that comes with Metroplex.
right there. That's thrust.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I see what you're talking about.
What Scamper looked like a black Lamborghini, like in the G1.
But
toy.
that no, in the G1 toy, but in the Generations, it kind of looks like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Right. Okay. Yeah.
I like these like sniper rifles they both got and stuff. Like I haven't
That's a slick
pre-ordered this. Yeah, I haven't pre-ordered it, but I think I'm gonna pre-order it. I think I'm in on that. Like after seeing some photos.
Nova Prime, people lost their stuff over this thing.
Yo, here we got Legacy Evolution.
We definitely do for a Nova Prime.
Nova Prime. So again, like happy to see the character, and I think they teased it on some like box art from some figures we previously got. But again, it's the same. This is the Galaxy Optimus Prime that they put out in Siege. This is basically the same mold that they use for Siege, Ultra Magnus, and Kingdom Ultra Magnus. So here we are getting it again for Nova Prime. So I mean the new parts here, the wings, the new sort of like head. But the rest of it is basically the same, just colored white and gray. So I'm in. I'm getting it, but it's like I feel like they could have probably done better on this one.
Well,
Yeah,
I
they
would
sound like a
done
purple
better on this one.
I was kind of feeling it with the box art, but then as soon as you flip to the figure, I kind of went, oh, like it's almost like it's anticlimactic once you see the box art and then you see the character and you just the figure and you just go, oh, that's another retool of.
Dude.
Well, I think it'd look better if you fold away those cannons. Like if you fold them just pointing straight up, I think it'll look better.
Wait, what it do? What it, Dalton?
I think it could. It could. I mean, I'm getting it. I'm a Chug guy. So I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Transformers,
Listen, not to
Cyber-
sound like a like a broken horse, but I'm out.
Transformers, Cybertron Prime, and
It's a Cybertron Prime, like again, like just different, different paint apps and stuff, which I like the black and gold and the white. Like I actually think that looks all right, but we've gotten this mold plenty of times already.
And you don't think
like
a character like this who has a prime attached to his name deserves its own mold? They are nuts, dude.
They should have redone the guns if you were going to keep like the gun gimmick, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe just made them look different. I appreciate the fact that at least they kind of redid the wings, like that's brand new and you're getting a new head sculpt, but everything else is like literally the same. So this is a slight retooling, but I feel like it's lazy because they usually could do more retooling with something like this. You know what I'm saying?
Hasbro is literally like, we want all the juice out of this.
That's it.
Squeeze
That's
it out.
And when we got that Studio Series 86 Ironhide, the Ratchet wasn't far behind.
Yeah.
Here we are. Looks pretty good, man. This was a pretty good mold. So it was cool. Quite an improvement over the Siege like versions, and I think they put out an Earthrise version because it was sort of parts forming. You had to kind of like attach the hood. This is like all, the transformation is all in one. You know what I'm saying? No parts forming at all. So pretty cool. Looks good. Nice blue windows and stuff. I don't think Brink likes that when the windows are blue instead of like clear, but I dig it. I like it.
Frenzy.
And then here we
Why
go.
is it-
Frenzy's
why is
red,
it-
people. Frenzy
Yeah, why
is red.
Yes, he is. Always have been. Yes.
And I like that they just put it in parentheses. Decepticon Frenzy, red in parentheses.
So what's funny is I took both of the box art and I swapped the names, and I've just been posting that anywhere I can.
Dalton is just evil.
Don't feed
He's
the trolls.
He's a menace. He's a menace. But look at that.
My
Basically,
question about Ratchet is, when are we getting the Brawn and Ratchet Death 2-pack like the Prowl and Ironhide?
all right. It's coming. It's coming, bro. It's coming. Don't worry about it. We got to get the regular version first. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, once you saw that Rumble, you knew that was coming. And then here we go. Another 2-pack. War Dawn 2-pack to go along with your
Ariel.
Alpha Trion and Orion packs.
Now this was the con exclusive, right?
Yeah,
I believe this is a PulseCon exclusive. I think it's going to be. I know Dame Chalk put out a graphic where a lot of these pre-orders are going to be going on sale. I know August 21st, I think, is a particular date. August 1st, for 1 or 2 pieces, and some of these are Pulse. You got to jump on Pulse. Premium members, of course, get the early bird jump on it.
yeah, but I believe this one was
That's a SDCC exclusive.
Okay, so
Oh,
I guess
nice.
the name Ariel has got some copyright somewhere where they spelling her name wrong. Because where's the A?
Is it a typo?
Ariel, Erial, Ariel. Isn't that the way they spelled it? No.
no, it was spelled like the Disney version, which is probably why they had to change it.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And then again,
Change.
Don't anger the beast.
These are definitely San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, and I only know that because I was able to get a couple for our foundation.
nice.
I had to look it up here real quick. And you can only get them through the Pulse exclusive QR code that was at SDCC.
Oh,
Well, I
wow.
think they'll be going up on the website within the next couple weeks, and then
Maybe.
the hot shot is for PulseCon, so that's September 22nd.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, this is it's again. If you're San Diego, if you're at SDCC, you kind of get it first, and then I'm sure this is gonna sort of get a little bit of a wider release. This is again that terrible freaking RC Primal, but for some reason it looks better here.
It looks way better under.
It looks
that.
way better here. You know what I'm saying?
And that
than
Dion
it
looks
does.
good too.
Yep.
It looks better than it does
both
on
look good.
packs.
Yep.
It looks better, and in alt mode looks better than Cups alt mode for sure. Like it looks like it fits.
I wish I had wrist swivel. Forego the limb popping off thing and give him wrist swivels. That's my biggest gripe with this mold.
Yeah, look at that, dude. It looks like it works. Like that's exactly what it's there for.
Yeah, and slightly remolded, so you got some extra pieces here, so it doesn't look exactly the same. The front of the vehicle here remolded. You got some extra orange pieces here in the back. Not a bad looking bike here either. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think I might get this, even though I didn't get the Hero is Born 2-pack, which I'm kind of like regretting now because it's sold out. I see people charging more for it, and I'm like, well, I'm not paying no 120 for it. So
And
all right,
it was a G1 episode, right? That's where that's where those two characters are from, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to place it. I couldn't remember where they were from, but okay, yeah.
I'm not sure if you also saw that other 2-pack, Rusty, but it was Alpha Trion and Orion packs. Basically, like this same mold. It's the same exact mold, but they used it for like Orion packs, and then the sweet Scourge mold from Studio Series was used for Alpha Trion. Looked pretty good. Mold, but they used. And here we go, another, I guess, a smash up. Is this Stranger Things? I believe it is. Yes. So another collaborative, Code Red.
That's wild. I don't think anyone saw this coming.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's the pizza van, and it looks like it's probably like a little bit of a retool from the Ironhide Ratchet like mold or something like that with some retool in there.
An actual Volkswagen front end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what I
some nice details on it there. So yeah.
and this is where repaints get it right, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be a part of the main Transformer universe. It can be something totally different, kind of like the Jurassic Park stuff that they did, like, you know, that crossover, like that type of stuff makes sense. You make it its own thing. Cool. I get it. Get that money, get that extra bread, and give people something cool.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this is cool, but I think I'm going to skip on this one. Like, no judgment or anything.
You don't like Stranger Things. No, I'm joking.
No, I do.
I'm kidding. You know, people will come kill you for anything nowadays.
That's just getting a lot of the crossover figures lately. Like, I mean, they look awesome, but I just need it.
You. Yeah,
it's just one of those things that doesn't, like, where does that fit in your collection?
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like, it doesn't. It ends up being on a shelf in the far end corner, right, that nobody sees, and you kind of forget about after a while. So
now, if they do Kit or the A-Team van, I'll be all over that.
Yeah. This is not something that. Not something that's really grabbing me either. Like, I think the only one of these collaborative things I got was the Back to the Future one, and again, it's that side swipe mold that you know what I'm saying. So
did you go for the Echo one?
Yeah. After that, you know what? I thought about it, and I just kept looking at it and going back and forth, and I was like, nah, I don't need it. Like, there was just something about it that didn't really look all that to me. But there you go. You know what I'm saying? Stranger Things crossover. And you know what? I think overall, though, those little crossover things are cool and good. I know they did some Star Wars crossover figures like years ago and stuff like that. You know, like, I think just the concept is cool. If people like it, they dig it. Like, there you go. You got something collectible. Here we go. A new Transformers series starting up from Skybound, published by Image Comics. So this is the Robert Kirkman's label, and pretty cool. Like, you know what I'm saying, they're starting fresh. They're, you know, haven't read too much about it, but it looks like they're gonna have like a pretty much like a core class of characters that they're gonna kind of focus on initially. The artwork looks really cool, done from the same people that did Do a Powerbomb comic, which was pretty cool. If you haven't read that, check it out. I definitely recommend it. And this should be, I think, dropping in October, I believe, is when the first issue's coming out. And it's part of something called the Energon universe. So I guess it's going to be like any Hasbro properties that they have the license for to produce comics. It's all going to take place within a shared universe and stuff like that. I believe over the weekend, a surprise comic did drop that is a part of that shared universe. Don't remember the name. Dalton, do you know what that was? Are you on that? Not sure if he's aware, but there's definitely something that I know Robert Kirkman dropped. I don't even think it was announced, but it's available now. It's part of the Energon universe, sort of is working as like a prelude to this Transformers comic.
What? They dropped a comic at Comic-Con? Wow.
I know, right?
Amazing.
Those things are like never about comic books anymore. Getting a little loady. Okay, there we go. There you go, seeing some of the artwork. So I guess this thing that was available was a like a sketchbook. You know what I'm saying? So you can see some character concept art.
Yeah.
And there you go. Optimus Prime, I believe that's from like a cover. And there you go. Like I said, welcome to the Energon universe. So, there it goes. So Transformers G.I. Joe Void Rivals is the comic that I was just referencing.
Right, yeah. And you know what? I literally just picked that comic up a couple weeks ago. I read halfway through it, and honestly, I got bored. I was like, yo, this has nothing to do with Transformers, but you know, we'll see where it goes. So, you know, yeah, not one Transformer was in it, but it's a human story that's leading up to something, I guess. I don't know, but
okay, yeah. So I know it was supposed to be like sort of like I said, a prelude, and still taking place within the same universe. So I guess we'll see what Robert Kirkman got in store for us there.
So the Transformers comic is in October, and the G.I. Joe is in November.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For anybody.
So they got the license for G.I. Joe too. I was seeing the Transformers stuff, so I wasn't sure. But that's cool, man. Listen, years and years and years, you know, since 2005 or 2006, IEW had that license.
Yeah.
They did a great job, I believe. You know, there's a lot of beloved media that they put out based on the brand, and to a lot of people, that's their Transformers that they grew up with it. You know, when you have the license that long putting out comic books, like they did more than Marvel, basically, at that point. So, you know, great set of stories, and I guess this is just going to be something new. I think that last line that they did when they sort of got away from the old IDW universe and they sort of like redid it, I wasn't enjoying like any of that. Like I felt like the art took a dip, the story took a dip. So I guess that was just, you know, just fulfilling their contractual obligations until they had a new licensor. So here we go, Skybound, October.
I'm looking forward to it.
And here we go. Yeah, see, they got a little recap there. Some panels. Here we go. Robeson. Oh man, they had some stuff.
I know.
The big thing we saw coming out of this, man, is self-transferring Grimlock.
Yeah.
Derek, how many you buying, bro? How many of these you buying?
0.
You're not in on this?
I can't see $1,500 for this, man.
Is Sean watching? Crazy. Is Sean watching? Is that why you're saying
I
that?
already told her. She asked me if I wanted it. I was like, nah.
You know what?
I'm not letting you spend $1,500. You know what? You know what's gonna happen, right? Because every time I make a decision like that, like this, they double in value later, and then we can't make a profit. Ask what happened when Unicron came out. The HasLab Unicron came out. Could have had 5 of them mugs, man. Make some college fund money on that one. So.
Yeah, but
I'm not seeing. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's an absolutely incredible. It's
a beast.
Piece.
Look
it's
at
a beast.
Look at that.
And you know, and I love what it does, and it does have Greg Berger's voice and all of that. But,
it doesn't.
It will.
But
Okay.
It will.
Okay. Well,
that's one of the drawbacks for some people. It scared a lot of people off already.
Yeah, and I'm just like, $1,500 though.
That's a lot.
I got
a lot.
And it's the same size as their Elite Prime, not the flagship Prime. So I have the flagship Prime, which is a little over 19 inches tall, and this one is going to be shorter. And I'm a scale guy, so I'm like,
the scales with
this
the new one, the
Grimlock
second
was
one,
bigger than that, I'd be all over that Grimlock. I'm like, yo, man, I'm chasing little kids in the neighborhood with this thing. I'm gonna get the full effect of this whole Grimlock, man. Not this one. Nah,
it'll be about 3 times the price at that rate.
I would have paid it.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I would have paid it, and you know, they missed out on my money for that one. So yeah,
well, I think the reason why
this is an absolutely incredible robot, and you know, the technology, as we all know, is outstanding and is stellar. But I can't get on board with that price. If they lower the price,
yeah. I hear you. It's steep. That's steep. I mean, it's a very cool thing to have. I think I saw like an unboxing video on YouTube from one of these cats, and I'm like, I'm not on that level yet, yo. If I was on that level where I was like making that income that I could kind of just blow $1,600 without really kind of thinking about it, and the wife won't get mad at me, like I do it. But I'm not there. I'm not fucking there.
Dude, you know what's crazy is I could be, and I know people say this all the time, but I just can't. Like, even if I was a millionaire, I just don't see spending $1,500 on that.
Oh no, I could, bro. When you're a fucking millionaire,
but
whatever.
I'm gonna tell you why
not.
Object, because I'm
that's
not
like $150 for you.
I feel you, but like I have a hard time blowing 150 right now, because like if it's on something that I know that I'm gonna get the enjoyment out of long term, cool. This is such a novelty piece that like I kind of feel like Bobby, like it's gonna need to be charged. It's gonna need, like, it's just literally going to sit there most of the time. I mess with my toys. I can't mess with this because I'll blow a servo or I'll blow a chip out. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Now that's the thing. You got to be worried about is like the maintenance and
and the way technology advances today. Right, like 3 years from now, somebody's they're either gonna come out with a 2.0 of this that's gonna be able to do 5 times more than what this thing does, and you're gonna be like, shit, what the, you know? And Eric, I'm with you, man. Even if I had a dump load of money, like there's lots of other things I'd rather spend $1,500 on than this thing.
And what kind of warranty value am I going to get out of this? Out of
You lucky if you get
outside
6
of
months.
So I will tell
purchasing
you,
the one from RoboSend, because you know they offer a warranty separate that you can purchase separately, but it's just like they did with the Prime.
Yeah. I will tell you. A buddy of mine had one that I think he bought direct, and it showed up, and the left leg didn't work, and he contacted right, exactly right, and he contacted them, and they wanted him to ship it back to China, I think, to service it, and like that was going to cost another.
A few $100,
$150 or something for that thing, because it was so big and so heavy, and they wanted for him to pay to ship it back, right? So he was going to be out like another $300. So I was like, where's the warranty, right? Where's the service? Where's
He didn't get the
you know
extra.
what
He didn't get the extended warranty for it.
I mean? I guess.
That's
right?
unfortunate.
But still, here's the thing: it should still come with at least a 3 to 6 month warranty on
If
something
you're
like that.
paying $1,500 for
30 days.
anything,
30 days,
anything.
yeah, I'm out,
days.
out, bro.
See what I'm saying?
30?
See what I'm
Dude,
saying?
I got car parts that they come with a 2-year warranty. Like,
I got a
Oh,
fridge.
Brian said
I got a
that's-
set of
that's Greg
appliances. I
Berger.
got a
Didn't
longer
realize
warranty than that, right? I mean, come on.
I'm out.
So there
Bye,
you go.
Felicia.
Voice. There's the voice actor that's, will be voicing that
Yeah.
toy and stuff like that. I just remember, man, when at NJCC late last year, when Derek had the Optimus on the table and he was showing it off and what it could do. Like, I lit up like a fucking Christmas tree and smiled like seeing that thing. So that to me is like I said, like I feel like if I did have it like that, like disposable income like that, like of course I could purchase this thing if I wanted to, but it's just not responsible. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I just had the disposable income, I would, because it's like I just enjoyed it. Like even though probably after a few months, you probably ain't gonna fucking, it's gonna be collecting dust.
No,
but
the-
that's
like the
anything, right? We're
nostalgia.
always looking for the shiny
that
new
was
thing,
all.
the shiny new
But
thing.
that was the thing. Like when they revealed the Optimus Prime, right? Every child in us went, that's what we've been waiting for all our lives. Right? Is the Optimus that could transform and walk and do what we wanted it to do, right?
Yeah.
I think we
Well,
always pictured that at some point, right? And then the price tag again, right?
Yeah.
It all comes back to that price tag, right? Like
Yeah,
we were all super excited when it showed up, and then when they went, and it's $1,500 US, and we all went,
Yeah, you're like, and I agree with you, Rusty. Like technology, like you said, like a 2.0, 2 years, 3 years down the line, like, I wait. I never jump on like these things that are new, like the VR headsets and all that. I still haven't bought one because I already know there's probably gonna be like a version they're gonna drop at Christmas that's gonna be like the best shit you've ever seen, and it'll be $200.
They're already on their second headset for the PlayStation 5, bro.
Look,
Their
wow.
second
Yeah.
VR
Look at that.
set. Come on,
You
man.
know,
I'm
I gotta
out.
look at that.
I got the Oculus for that from Meta, and Beat Saber is kicking my ass, man.
I got to
You said you wanted
preview
to
it
get
in my
back in
sister's
shape.
house.
But that's the benefit of it though, because
You're moving.
it gives you movement, it gives you sudden movement and all that too, and it's getting your coordination and everything together and everything. So it's a benefit to it, especially.
Wasn't
for
they
me,
saying that
'cause-
with the Wii too? Like when the Wii came out, because of the motion controls
Yeah.
and you were doing all this physical stuff,
The Xbox with the Kinect,
listen,
So-
I
same thing.
will tell you that
Yeah,
in
exactly.
my heyday, I got my workout playing drums on Rock Band.
There you
I
go.
sweated the shit out of that thing. I was on pro with the cymbals and everything, man. It was just, oh my god. I know why drummers take their shirts off in the middle of concerts now. I know.
Yes.
You know why they break
yes.
the
Hasbro
sticks?
It's not
Pulse
just a
it
show
Break.
off. So as Dalton mentioned earlier, Hasbro PulseCon 2023, September 22nd, 11 a.m. Eastern. So we're gonna get some more reveals, I'm sure, at this convention.
I'm
They usually do
hoping-
reveal stuff.
The MP Prime there too. The new MP Prime that's coming. There's colored
Where'd it
deco
go?
for the toy, so that's coming. I'm pretty sure they'll show that here.
I'm hoping they show off Wave 1 of year 3, because there's been a bunch of listings for that.
Magnificent.
Look
There
at
you
this
go.
piece. Legendary Defender Voltron from the recent Netflix
Yes, sir.
series.
I love that show.
But this
That
isn't
looks
the
pretty
Blitzway,
cool,
right?
man.
This is the other company.
This is the Blitzway. No,
Oh, this is Blitzway.
Oh,
Because there's two
no,
companies.
they're
making
dead.
one.
This is the Blitzway.
I don't know. Is it? No, it says
know,
1,000
bro.
Toys. This is 1,000
No,
Toys
that's
Voltron
a-
Yeah, so
Legendary.
this is the
Oh,
Sentinel.
no.
Yep.
That's not
So
the
this is
Blitzway one.
Sentinel one. That's what I thought. Okay, so there's two companies making it.
Yeah,
You
let's
got
hurry up and get to the
Sentinel
Blitzway one.
1,000 Toys, which is one company in themselves,
Yeah.
and then you got Blitzway. But this one doesn't look bad. You can just tell this one's more like cartoonish.
bulky.
Yeah.
Really kiddish.
This one is bulkier than the.
Yeah.
It's like a kid's toy. It's gonna be heavy.
Let's get to the
ever, though.
Let's get to the Blitzway one.
You know,
To
some
me,
metal
this
in it.
looks way better than the. I mean, of course,
The
like
original
the
toy one,
official like release that we got. Even though that
Yes.
thing was huge, but it looked
Yes.
like just sort of like a child's toy. Like this thing, like actually, this looks good.
Yeah.
And we got that gray render of the Blitzway, which of course, if anybody got the Lion Voltron, you know the quality of that piece.
Crazy.
The paint
but this
on
is cool,
thing
man.
looks-
1,000 toys, dude.
I'm not a Voltron guy, but the paint on this thing looks absolutely fantastic. This is just amazing looking. I
Yeah.
love it. I still
And I
haven't watched
always-
the show. I keep forgetting this thing's on Netflix.
Here's a little,
There it
a little
is.
render of
Look
the
how
Blitzway.
clean. Look how
Yeah.
clean that looks. Look how.
Yeah,
good.
it looks better proportioned than the Sentinel to me.
Yeah. Let me get back to it.
Magnificent.
And I always hear good things, man. Anybody
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
series, they really enjoy it. They really enjoy it. Like, you know, so
I'm sorry. Jose.
Yeah, it's like I said, listen, my 8-year-old, I mean my 7-year-old loves it. She really enjoys that series as a 7-year-old who had no understanding of this show before she watched this. Now she watched the old Transformers with me. She's watched all the old X-Men shows, the Batman stuff. She loves that stuff. This really hit her. She was like, "Dad, somebody's been watching my Voltron. I'm 2 episodes ahead." I was like, "Oh, my God."
For real?
No doubt.
That's nice.
That's Kennedy, bro.
That's
See
what's
that?
up.
The
Calling you
proportions look way better here.
look at that
Yeah.
though. Just compared to what we saw from 1,000 Toys, you just obviously see the huge leap in quality, and this ain't even
Yeah.
painted.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
Yes. it
If
does.
I was in on these, I'd have to go with Blitzway again, bro. This is nuts.
Yeah.
I would love to get this, but oh, my wallet.
Now, for everybody that's saying, you know, they should have did the vehicle team before they came out with this. Hey, I'm over it. I'm over it.
Nah,
This one I'm definitely getting. And if they still do, and they can still do the vehicle team, and
It's
I'm gonna
coming.
roll with that too.
Yeah.
Man, Blitzway gets all my money. I'm sorry. Yeah,
See,
Blitzway.
that turns to that same conversation we had about fans toys holding off on Dead End, right? I think if they had held back on this, then the fan base would have lost their minds. Of like, give us what we want, and this is what they want. So I mean, give it to them. Yeah.
I would.
that's
I
the-
see. I'm gonna give you a little pushback. I don't think the fans knew they wanted this until they dropped it. I really
Yeah.
don't. I don't think the fans knew they
Fair
wanted
enough.
this until they
Fair
saw
enough.
it, and now they like, oh, I gotta have it. People
I
want
was,
to deal with Voltron.
I was
That's
going
what
to
they want.
fight you, but you've made a good point, so I will step back.
Yeah. I kind of agree, Eric, because I feel like I didn't really see anybody online like clamoring like for like something like this, a quality version like this of the Netflix one, at least from what I've seen. And then
Yeah.
once like these pics came out, it was like, oh, everybody was like, oh
crap,
shit,
yeah.
oh shit.
They were
you know?
anticipating, hopefully getting Dyrugger. So that's what I think a lot of people
was.
were hoping to get next in line. 'Cause
Yo.
that's been a normal progression, right? But seeing this, I can see why people would be like, all right, I'll wait on Dyrugger. We never got something this awesome for this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Now
again,
the caveat to
this-
this one is they're still waiting for the licensing to get the licensing for this.
Oh, they'll get it. This is
Oh.
freaking.
They're definitely gonna get it. I'm not. worried about
Yeah,
that.
I mean, if they're
Yeah,
putting
Voltron,
stuff like
bro.
this out, they got these models, like they're doing it. But of course, it's to be determined as far as like ship date and release date. But this looks amazing, man. Like, I mean, look at the cannons inside the mouth, like. And to me, like again, why I like Chugs, right? Like it's like updated versions of the Transformers. It's not just the '84 looks, like, and this is what this Voltron series was. It's updated Voltron, you know. So and yeah, really good stuff.
If it
Better
comes
than
with,
the last show of Voltron they did on Cartoon Network, to where any of the lions could be a torso.
Yeah,
Voltron torso.
not Cartoon Network. It was Nickelodeon.
Was it Nickelodeon?
I thought it was,
Nickelodeon.
it was on. They had one on Cartoon Network too, D.
It was called. It was like it had that rap song as
and it's
the
on Tubi
theme.
TV now, but it every
Let's
now and then
Voltron.
you can catch the symbol for Cartoon Network. In there.
I think
I just know that Gary Chalk played one of the villains in it.
Yeah.
Hey, Dalton, your headset's high now too in the volume. If you want to try to adjust it a bit.
Oh.
I know you.
He like, I just finally got me right.
Right.
Yeah,
right, exactly. Right.
I'm trying to stay away from my mic and stuff like that. There we go.
No,
Here we
Dalton,
go.
Dalton.
So this is the 3-0. Is this the 3-0 one? Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Is this 3-0? So we're
Yeah,
getting another
3-0.
Lion Voltron. Yo, this
They
is
already
crazy.
dropped
Well, this
it.
one's
They
already
just
out,
think it is
so-
just-
Oh, it's out already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dust must be very happy right now.
Metallic edition. Okay,
Nah, he-
so
Dust got
from
one of the,
3-0.
Dust got the.
Oh, this is okay. So this is a different version. Okay.
It's the
Yeah.
metallic edition, so it looks like the paint's different.
Yeah, probably a little bit shinier, but again, though, options are good, right? Like if you don't want the Blitzway, you could get this, and then there's been other versions. You got what is
This
it,
is
Solar
the budget
Chigokin
friendly
and stuff like that
This is
from
the
Bandai.
budget friendly Blitzway. That's what
So
we're gonna call it.
don't hate on 3-0, man. Don't hate on
I'm
it.
not. I'm
Also,
not at
look, it's a
all.
little bit smaller too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a different scale and stuff like that. Like, so, they're targeting different things. I think hopefully, Brian, I didn't go through all the slides. But that Rise of the Beast Prime, that 3-0 like revealed and stuff, that shit looks amazing. I'm in on that. $230 and all. I didn't say that too loud. I don't want.
Yeah, that's
10.5 inches for you Americans that saw 27 centimeters.
Yo,
by the way.
hey, yo.
Just letting you know.
The metric system, baby. See, but this looks good, man. 3-0 stuff looks fucking good. I can't complain. Here we go.
Oh,
Robotech.
Y'all already know.
Nice. Is this also 3-0? Yes,
Can't
it
wait
is.
to get back into this.
My
is that it?
wallet cannot handle another collection, but man, every time I see Robotech stuff, man, my heart sings, honestly.
Yeah, and I've never
And
had
my
a
wallet
Valkyrie.
cries.
Robotech,
And I
Gundam.
honestly,
I'm
I
all
think
in
I need
now.
to own at least one. Not that I was a huge fan of it, but I do. Like the
Yeah.
toys as a kid were so recognizable for me, man.
Yeah. The closest thing I ever had to a Valkyrie was a Skyfire, right? Like G1 Skyfire, right? Honestly,
Which
I never
was the
actually
same
owned
thing.
a Robotech. Yeah, it was, right? But I never actually owned an actual Robotech toy. And I
yeah.
watched the
Yeah,
shit
branded.
Transformers and Robotech. I watched the shit out of those cartoons, man. It was- Yeah.
See, we were getting a lot of those Japanese series ported over, and the stories that they told, very mature and stuff. Like they censored it for us and stuff, but like you remember Voltron. Like if you've seen any of the original Go Lion, like from the DVD releases they put out, or I'm sure you could probably easily find it online through a search.
YouTube,
Super violent, man. Japan doesn't have those standards and practices, and a lot of the themes and stuff like that in those shows, like Robotech, Gundam, Go Lion, just very mature for the compared to the subject matter we were getting as kids.
And I bet the quality is gonna be better than this that other thing that just came out recently that people were like, "Oh, this thing is falling apart. It's breaking."
Yeah.
Quality's gonna be above board here.
So there we go. 3-0 coming out with the Veritech, the VF1J.
They got any pics of the alt modes or?
No, I think that was it. I think there were some trims. I think that was the end of his reel and stuff like that because I saw the Agabus promo next. So shout out to Agabus.com. BotCon coming up in just about a month's time, August 24th through the 27th, I believe. The American Dream.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hosted
I'll be
by
getting there Wednesday.
the Agabus crew. So a lot of us are going to be there, and we're going to have a good time, guys. It's going to be a good time. Good times.
It's always a great time with the Realm fam.
Yes,
Looking forward to that for sure.
Absolutely.
And stuff like that. And then once again, shout out to Brian for gathering all that for us. That would have been on last night's show, but we had a lot of content. And look, we almost ran another 2 hours here tonight just going over the robot news. Rusty, you survived, bro? I'm sorry for hitting you with all that Chug stuff, bro.
No, man, that's all good. I'm always, like I said, I'm always good with chatting about Transformers in general and hanging out with you guys. Again, like I always said, I know I'm the new guy on the block, but I super appreciate you guys reaching out to me all the time and inviting me out to this stuff. I hope I'm not bringing the show down with my Canadian content.
Nah, bro, you are good. You are good. But interesting like perspective. Like if you're not like collecting like a lot of that mainline stuff, just from like outside looking in, like what do you
Yeah.
think of it? Like as far as
Well,
like where it's come from, like since what we were getting before, and then like
yeah.
Siege onward, where
Yeah,
quality's
so
improved.
so it's the same thing you said earlier, Jose. Right? Like, I mean, like it seems
right.
like the chug stuff, the quality in that is coming along again. Like I said, like when they showed that Ultra Magnus, I was like, I might actually buy a chug figure now because that thing looked really good. So and the Studio Series stuff keeps blowing me away too. To be honest, every time I see the box art on the Studio Series stuff, and then I see like reviews of the figures, I just go, damn, this stuff looks really good. Like it looks really solid, and the price point is it's on point. So yeah, like all that stuff. Man, if you're a chug thug, good for you because again, every time I buy an MP, man, my wallet just cries. So
Yep. And I've seen like some of those complaints, like especially with probably some of the like these latest MP releases where the prices are kind of up there, right? And again, inflation, we're all paying more for this stuff. But like the Hound, I think some people were saying like broken kind of like right out the box. Some of these other pieces the people are not too happy with, and when you're paying like that masterpiece price, over $200.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's you're expecting a high quality figure, so it's disappointing when you're paying that much, and
Yeah.
especially from Takara, right? Like a company with a reputation. Disappointing. You know what I'm saying, that some of those releases aren't up to par.
Well, and making some weird decisions that they do. Like I know a lot of that MP Hound was clear plastic painted over with that matte green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, and clear plastic. I haven't had it. My experiences with clear plastic really not too much. But I always hearing, hey, this is bad. This is not gonna go good in a few years. This is gonna crack on you or whatever, like over time. So, that if they're doing stuff like that, just strictly for cost cutting measures, like that sucks because we're paying for this shit. We're paying for it.
Yes, sir.
So.
But those recolors drive me nuts.
Oh, you mean like what was it? MP was it Rigorous, the yellow Trailbreaker?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but like speaking about the chugs more so. I mean the way that Hasbro and that just pump out the same mold over and over and over, and recolor it over and over and over. Like Eric said, right? It's just right. Like every time and every time like New Age releases a figure, right? They immediately release like 5 versions of it right after, and you just go,
They're just as
"What
bad.
are we doing?"
Yep.
Like they're the
Yeah.
worst.
And they're
But
doing
I
it
will
right,
say
like
this-
just from the jump, though. From the jump,
Yeah,
like
and
instead of
that's what I
making
was
you
just about
wait
to
for
say.
it or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're gonna give you
right.
all
Fair
of
enough.
them out the
But,
gate. I think that's the best way to do it. If you're gonna do it,
Yeah.
and because
Let
then you can
everybody know
choose,
what's
right?
coming.
You can
Yes.
choose. Do you want the cartoon? Do you want the toy? Do you want the G2? Do you want, which one do you want? Right?
You want the Chevy
sure,
Line?
right?
what they
Yeah.
found out is that they all sell.
Yeah.
All sell.
Yeah.
Just get them out there. Yep, agree. 1000%.
Nice. All right, cool. So, all right. I mean, great discussion, guys. Glad to have you guys joining me tonight for this episode of Do You Even Transform, bro?
He almost did it.
I was about to say, right? Yeah. That's another show that we're all on. But thank you guys once again. Always love talking Transformers and hanging out with you guys. It's always a pleasure. We'll go around the yard one more time, get some where you at, and we'll call it a night. So,
Well,
Derek
before
B,
we
just
do that, real quick, Carrick and BX, do you mind letting me have the controls for a second? I do want to talk about one special thing that we're doing as a collective on behalf of the Realm. So if you don't mind sharing the screen.
gotcha.
Boom. Guys, coming to BotCon 2023, we just got the green light for everything. We are doing a toy drive. The Realm of Collectors has chosen Kennedy's Village to be the recipient of all the toys for this year's toy drive so that we can get a jump on our annual toy drive and bring some joy to the kids who will be hospitalized over the holiday season this year. So what that means for you is that if you show up to BotCon this year with a item valued at $19.99 or more, so $20, right? There will be a special gift for you while supplies last. So do not hesitate to bring something by. Give a little, get a little. I think that'll be a great way to get a jump on the holiday season. And I'm working on something else in the background, so I might actually have another opportunity for some people to win some cool stuff as well. So stay tuned. But this is going out to the masses. First time the masses have seen this flyer here, so this is an exclusive to the show tonight. Look at that.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to learn more about it, this will be up on our website. And again, shout out to the Ram, shout out to the leadership here at the Ram for choosing Kennedy's Village as their recipient for the toys for this year's Toys Drive. We are greatly appreciative.
Always, man. That's great. It's a, drives like these, always a great thing. Always, putting a smile on kids' faces, kids that are, less fortunate and stuff like that. It's the best feeling in the world to be able to do something like that. So awesome. Thank you, you know what I'm saying, for taking lead on this and stuff like that. And I'm sure we're going to get a lot of great donations for this BotCon drive. And it's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
All right. All right, we'll get some where you at. And again, like Eric said, BotCon coming up in just a few weeks. So we're all going to be hanging out soon. Lots of pictures, lots of videos, lots of stuff coming out of that. Eric, we got to get our workout in, baby.
Let's go. Up early.
Yes, sir.
Early, baby, early. All right, so we'll get some where you at's, call it a night. And once again, also shout out to the chat squad, everybody hanging out with us tonight. We really love and appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? You're the realm, and we do this for you guys. So thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night. All right, Derek, I'm sorry, bro. Let them know where you at.
You can find your boy Derek B on your Book of Faces. It's Derek Bixby. You can find me on Instagram as Derek What B. You can also find me here occasionally when we can get this done. Do you even transform, bro? Or right out the box when we can also get that done. Check me out this Friday on the Realm Hatton Project. We got something special for y'all this week on Friday and every other Friday as we do that show.
Nice.
And that's pretty much it. There you go.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.
Good to see y'all, man. It's great,
Yeah,
great night tonight.
dude.
Always a pleasure to hang out with you fellas.
Always. All right, Rusty.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube as The Rusty Mechanic. I've managed to grab that name for everything, so I'm easy to find that way. On occasion, you can find me over with Shoki Reviews on his podcast. Now You've Made It Awkward. I haven't been there in a while because I've been too busy, but I'm hoping to get back on there soon, so you can check me out there. And I might actually be on Pig for Life's Chatter Day this week, and he's actually having, he's doing a discussion on cons. Do we need them or not? So I think we're going to jump in on that conversation this Saturday, so you can check me out on his YouTube channel as well. And as I always say, that's about as much. Oh, and of course here as well in the Realm. And I appreciate you guys again. Thank you for inviting me out to join with you guys. I appreciate it as always. And as I always say, that's about as much whoring around on the internet as I think I can handle for one night.
Nice. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. All right, Eric.
Yo, you can find me, Eric B, in your Facebook group, Eric Burgess, Mr._EW82 on Instagram. You can find myself, my board, my wife, steady putting in work for Kennedy's Village as we bridge the gap between sickle cell research and care. That is at Kennedy's Village on all your social media outlets, as well as kennedysvillage.org, where you can find more interesting information about sickle cell disease, see what we're doing as an organization, and also donate if you feel so led to. We thank you very much, guys, for joining us tonight, and I'm going to pass this along. Dalton.
I'm Dalton. You can find me everywhere, Daltonians TF, Twitter, Daltonians TF, YouTube, Daltonian95. I need to try to consolidate that all just down into one name. So, I do reviews. I had one go up today for Toxitron, and I'm going to be working on the possible toy of the year. Go up on my birthday on Thursday. So,
that's high praise.
I love it. It turned out fantastic. So.
Good stuff.
Nice.
Good stuff. Good to see you again, Dalton. It's been a long time. I haven't seen you since BotCon last year, man. So it's good to see you on.
Yeah, I told him too. I was like, man, it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
I tend to be kind of quiet and reserved, so that doesn't help my case any. So, but thank you, Jose, for having me. It's great hanging with you guys. So, but it's going to be awesome seeing you guys all at BotCon. So,
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you. And again, like Dalton said, he's usually quiet and stuff. We do hangouts, we do stuff like that. We want you guys to join us here in the realm on these shows and stuff like that. If he didn't shout it out in the chat last night that, hey, I'm down for tomorrow, whatever, I wouldn't have hit him up. Like, I wouldn't have even thought to hit him up. And look, he joined us here tonight, had a great time, and we were caught up. So, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's been almost a year since I've been on a podcast. Like, Stasis Luck is kind of on hiatus right now.
Well, please come back, man.
I want to. I mean, it's just a matter of getting everyone on.
You've definitely got a lot more Transformer knowledge than all of us put together. So you should definitely come on. Set us straight every time.
Well, word up. That was great. Yeah, that was great. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yep. Thanks for joining tonight, man.
Just don't be the actually guy. All right.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be better about not being that guy, but it itches at the back of my brain.
I know, bro. I know that feeling.
Don't let them talk you down, Dalton. You do you, man. Don't listen to these guys.
Right? You just don't have to say anything, right? That's it. But you gotta set them straight. Especially with Transformers, bro. Especially with Transformers. All right, and so thank you. And as for myself, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at HurricaneBX. If you want to see a little bit more of the real life stuff, at Diaz4Fitness on Instagram, on Enter the Realm every single Monday night on this very channel, 8 p.m. Eastern. And check out past episodes of Verbally Challenged with Hurricane BX. I got content. I just got to edit it. Sorry for being so lazy with that, guys, but I will have stuff for you soon. We will have more episodes soon. So check that out on all audio platforms. All right. Also, check out The Realm all over Instagram. We're at Realm of Collectors. We have a website at realmofcollectors.com. Check that out. Photos, galleries, blogs, and of course, where a lot of the fun happens, our Facebook group, Realm of Collectors. Answer the 3 questions. We'll let you in, and we'll have lots of fun. Once again, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Love and appreciate you guys. Chat Squad, you guys are on fire tonight. Love you guys as well. Thank you for joining. We'll be back soon with another episode of Do You Even Transform, Bro? Very, very soon. So until then, take care, stay safe, and peace out.
Oh, you got a closing quote again? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, geez.
Y'all ready?
Oh, boy.
Say it with me now. Really?